Hey guys! I am back today to do a tag video. I am really excited. I haven't done a tag video in forever, and I have like a collection of tags that I've wanted to do. So today I just wanted to take time and do some tag videos, and I wanted to start with this one. And this is the day and night tag. Sorry if I keep looking down. I've got my computer down here, so that's where I'm looking at the questions and everything. And this was created over at Readigans channel. I will link that down below. You should check her channel out. She is amazing. I like her videos. And yeah, so if you haven't checked out her channel yet or haven't seen this tag, go watch it. It's amazing. And yeah, so this tag is another acronym type tag. I love these tags. I think the first one I've done was the Inside and Out tag, and that one was so fun, and I love the idea of having acronyms for this. So, awesome tag. I love how you created it. So, let's go on with this. Do you read more in the morning or at night? Usually I read more at night. It's kind of more like afternoon and sometimes at night. Rarely do I read in the mornings because I usually have class in the mornings, so I'm usually waking up and getting ready for that. And then usually if I have like a space in between classes and I don't have anything to do, I bring my book and I read, so that's my afternoon gap. But the majority of my time, I want to say, I read at night. When I get home, everything's done. Nothing feels better than just sitting in my bed and just reading. It's so relaxing, so definitely night. Are there any books that changed the way you thought about things? That is a good question. I mean, I've read a couple of, like, there's some books that I've read where it's nothing like the YA, usually fantasy world. It's just entertaining for me to read. But as far as changing the way I think about things, it's just, like I've mentioned in several other tag videos, when I read A Child Called It, it's a very sad story about abuse, and it's books like that that just, it opens my eyes to how severe things really can be. And when you live in a, like me, like I have never gone through something like that, so I have no idea what it's like, and it just kind of changes your perspective of things, that not everyone can have it so easy. And another book that I am in love with, I want to reread it, it's The Freedom Writer's Diary. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie, but it's one of my favorites, and it's basically about, it was right around the Rodney King riots, and it was this school that had a bunch of different, like, gang affiliations, and there were so many, like, just young kids that were going through, like, a horrible time, and it was just more about, a teacher that came into the school, and it was an English class, and, she kind of brought them all together. I mean, it was not easy, and she brought them together she gave them all a little, like, notebook for them to write down anything they wanted in, and they just kind of, like, wrote about their life, and it brought the whole class together, and she was able to help these kids out tremendously, and where the dropout rate for them all were just very high. They weren't even expected to graduate. They were below all, like, levels of education for where they were supposed to be, and she really just brought it out so that they were able to graduate, and it's so amazing and inspiring. But that book has really changed how I thought, because where I grew up in schools, I don't see that. Like, in the schools I've gone to, I haven't been exposed to things that were that serious. So it's just things like that that alter how I kind of think about things and realize that it's out there. So that was really rambly, I'm sorry, but there was just a lot to talk about on that question. Why? YA or not? Well, I will definitely have to go with YA. It's pretty much the majority of my books, I think. It's just enjoyable, and it's usually where I go shop for first when I'm in the bookstore, so definitely YA. Are there characters that you honestly believe are real? I wouldn't say, like, I wouldn't read about a character and think, this is a real-life character, but I have read books where I thought characters were based off of someone real, and it's like, I'll go to, like, the author's blog or something, and there'll be questions about it, and they'll say that there was characters based on another person that they knew. So it's things like that. It makes me, not the character itself that's real, but I just think that they're based off of someone else. And nobody touches my books, or I don't mind loaning my books out. I really don't mind loaning my books out as long as they're just taken in good condition. I loaned one out to a friend before, and it came back and the cover was bent. It was in horrible, horrible condition. And I was kind of scared after that to lend it out. But, I mean, books are here for everyone to read. So, I mean, whenever a friend wants to borrow a book, I'm like, sure, go for it. I treat this as pretty much a library. I have friends come over, and if they want a book, I'm like, oh, I'll recommend this. And yeah, so I don't mind at all. D, do you ever smell your books? I've heard a lot of people answer this yes. I don't recall ever smelling my books. I mean, I don't know, sometimes like I'll be reading and you get that certain smell off the pages, from the page, but I've never like intentionally just opened a book and smelled it. I don't know, am I weird to not do that? But I just don't know, I never really have done that, I've never thought about it. And not everyone loves books. Is that a positive or a negative? I don't know. Like, neither. It's not a positive or a negative thing. It's just not everyone is into reading books. Everyone's got their own opinions. I know several people that just don't have the patience to sit down and read a whole book. But they like movies and such. So everyone's different. So I don't think it's a positive or a negative thing. It's just a personal preference. I keep my books in the best condition, or maybe not. Which are you? I try to keep all of my books in the best condition. I actually have a lot of comments on that when I lend my books out to people. They always ask if I've actually read the book because they can't even tell. So that kind of made me feel better, but I do buy my books used. Not all of them are, but a good majority of them are probably used books that I buy off of Amazon. And, I mean, you get them and the cover has like where the sticker was, like you'll have like random things like that, but I just clean off the cover, like it's nothing hard. So most of my books are in fairly good condition. So G, gosh, I have too many books. True or false? True. I just recently had to get a second bookshelf because they all weren't fitting on one, and now that I have two, it's like I've got so much space and it's making me want to buy more books, and I don't need more books because I need to finish reading what I have, but I'm horrible with that, so I don't think that's ever going to happen to me not buying more books. So H, have you ever spilled or stained your books before with something, and if so, how? I don't think I've ever really seriously stained a book. I have, like, read while eating, and I'll get, like, just a tiny, tiny bit of something on a page. But I've never, like, had anything, like, really badly smeared on a page. Nothing like that. Not that I don't know. I haven't really remembered, but as far as I know, I've never, like, spilled anything or done anything really drastic to any of my books. So, not really. T, toned or untoned while reading? Or in other words, do you read and work out at the same time? No, I cannot do that. I have tried to do the treadmill and read at the same time. I'm just not coordinated for that. I tried it, the first time I tried it, my foot kept like hitting the side and I would almost break my leg trying to do it. So I would recommend going audiobook version, but usually if I'm working out, I need to be more motivated by like watching, like, I don't know how to word it. I'll have my iPod in, or at the gym I go to, they have like a cinema room where they have a big screen and you can work out and watch a movie, so I have to distract myself with things like that, but I'm still aware where I'm walking. That is just, it's two hard things to try to concentrate on at once, so I am just not coordinated enough to do it. Alright, that was the day and night tag. I really enjoyed this tag. It was really fun, and I tag all of you guys to do it if you have not already done it. I know this has been around for a little bit, so I'm not sure if like most people have done it or not. I don't know if I'm behind the group, but yeah, so I just tag anyone to do this if you haven't already done it, and yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye!